Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I remember the love I was born with. And we are officially in Leo season. I had to wait for the sun to shift into Leo to record this video so I could be in that full vibration of Leo energy. And the theme for Leo came rather quickly. The theme of it was brought to me by the title of a Marianne Williamson book, A Return to Love. And we had those lessons major in the astro. I have to interrupt myself. Okay, I'm just seeing what's happening here with my painting and these lights, and this definitely looks like some creature behind me. It is a violet flame creature, so watch what you aim at it. Anyway, A Return to Love. We had the lessons of love majorly the last 2 years with North Node moving through Leo, with the eclipse energies that we had going through Leo, and it's important that we take those lessons moving forward, moving onward. And so these next 30 days with the sun in Leo, it is a time to remember to do things with great love. With great love, I don't want to say anything is possible. With great love, there is so much that is possible. I actually went looking for some Marianne Williamson quotes from the book because I remember reading it a long time ago, and it was very profound for me. And I have a few quotes from her to help remind us where to flip our vision, where to bring this energy during Leo season. So here's one of them that I really like. Love is what we're born with. That's the energy mantra today. Fear is what we have learned here. The spiritual journey is the relinquishment or unlearning of fear, the acceptance of love back into our hearts. Love is the essential, existential fact. It is our ultimate reality and our purpose on earth. Love is our purpose on earth. To be consciously aware of it, to experience love in ourselves and others is the meaning of life. And I think that we need to remember this. You know, there is a lot of contention in the world. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of finger pointing. There's a lot of, you're wrong, you shouldn't do it that way. There's a severe lack of nurturing going on in ourselves and in nurturing kindness within others. So this is a call to return to love. How can you bring more love into your life? And by your life, I mean everything that you do, whether it's bringing more love into shopping at the grocery store, whether it's bringing more love into traffic on the freeway, whether it's bringing more love into meetings with people who you may not be feeling a lot of love for at this time. Where can you keep turning to that face of love? Where can you bring that? The world needs your loving superpower right now. One more little quote from her. Love in your mind produces love in your life. Fear in your mind produces fear in your life. And she goes on to say, love in your mind produces love in your life. This is the definition of heaven. Fear in your mind produces fear in your life. This is the definition of hell. But it's just so simple. Bringing love back to your mind. What can that do? What can every little bit that each one of us who conscientiously in the moment decides to turn towards love, what could that do? Let's just see, shall we? Now, I always say with Leo season, with this love energy, sometimes love can be too big of a step. It can feel out of bounds, especially if we are dealing with people who we don't really feel that love for at this point. And that's okay. You know, we're human and we have, this all happens. Joy. Joy is another thing to focus on. Can you focus on things that bring joy in your life? Because I swear that joy will bubble up and it will produce loving vibrations. So, right now, Luce, our little light, is such the most joyful thing. And so when I think of her, I literally feel the joy bubbles coming up. Unfortunately, she's out there romping around, so I I can't share the joy bubbles at this moment, besides the joy bubbles coming through me. But what can you connect to that helps you return to the love that you were born with? Now, Leo is important. Leo is where we connect into creativity. It's where we connect into the heart. So important. Leo energy, the inner child. So your inner child will want to come up and express. Is your inner child feeling joy bubbles? Is your inner child feeling some of the fear and the contention that's out there in the world and needs some tending to? Are there parts of you that are fearful right now, that need reassurance from your adult self, that you are doing everything you can to live the best life that you can, to live the most soul flow life that you can at this moment? Be there for that inner child. That's where those Cancer lessons come in. That nurturing, still very important. Leo is a time of romance. It is a time of play. It is a time of heightened creativity and expression. Now watch out, because egos can definitely get poked during Leo season. Any of the fire signs really can have that ego energy stoked. So be very aware of that, especially with this moon in Aries. Between the moon in Aries and sun in Leo, egos can definitely be stoked and poked right now. And seeing your ego rear its sometimes ugly head is not necessarily a bad thing. It's an awareness thing. Oh, I have this little part of me that really wants to protect me in this area. So this may be where there's some inner child wounding that can be healed, that can be tended to, that can be nurtured. So be aware where those flares come up. It's just healing coming to the surface. All right, so let's dig into this astro energy that we've got going on. We've got moon in Aries making all the connections. And just to be fair, sun in Leo, it's going to be at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is that transformational degree. So if you're feeling a little like, little twilight zone, it's okay. 0 will pass. Fire's incoming. Take this time to get adjusted to the heat that is in flux after all of this water that we have been floating in. Not drowning, right? Floating. Okay, so moon in Aries. Moon in Aries is connecting to Mars. Oh my gosh. Speaking of ego flare, speaking of inner child tantrums, what a way. This is at 13 degrees. That is that Uranus degree. That is that evolution, revolution, hey, the universe is poking me degree. Moon in Aries, Mars and Leo. Anytime Moon and Mars combine, Moon, emotional energy, connecting with that Mars, passion, aggression energy. God, with them in fire signs, you may want to rocket off to the moon with your ideas. And if your rocket hits any snag, you may find yourself stomping your foot. And that may be your inner child being like, but I want it now, and that's okay. It's okay that you have that impatience. That's part of that desire. So how do you fulfill this passion? How do you fulfill this energy that does need an outlet? This fire, it needs an outlet. I'm just telling you that. Speaking of that fire, it's pretty much almost a grand trine in fire. Flames everywhere. The moon in Aries is connecting as well to Jupiter, which is retrograde in Sagittarius. And like I said, Mars and Jupiter in Leo and Sagittarius, they are connecting this week. There are gifts coming. There are really good things coming with that connection. Look for the good things. Look for the answers. Look for the signs. If you feel yourself, I want it now. The universe has some information for you. The universe is like, you know a lot, but there's still some more for you to learn. Let's bring you a little balance, and here's your nugget. So be looking for those nuggets of gold, whether the nugget of gold is information, a call from a friend, a feather, a rainbow, whatever this nugget is, it's something that you need in order to rocket off to the moon. Okay, Leo time makes me very expressive. The Luce is here, as well as Midnight, our neighbor's kitty. We could have cats rainbowing over the computer screen again. Anything's possible at this point with these guys. Alright, so moon will then, we go from the fire to feeling that compression, and this may be part of that impatience energy. The moon in Aries is going to square Saturn. The moon is going to square the nodes, and the moon is going to square Pluto. Don't let the power games take you out of your flow. The nodes, that square with the nodes, that moon energy, moon in Aries, like I said, it just wants to go. It wants to move. Joy bubbles! Thank you, Luce. Okay, moon square the nodes. This is important. Moon square the nodes. Should I or shouldn't I? Take whatever the should or shouldn't is. Oh, see, the cats, they're playing. Should I or shouldn't I? Hold it to your heart. How does it feel? Does this bring joy? Does this